Hey y'all, welcome to episode 14 of the Big Boy Basics. Today we're doing tricep exercises. How do I like to program these in a full body split? Our usual disclaimer, just general recommendations. There are millions of tricep variations. Maybe not actually, but So these are just gonna be some basics just to get you started. Do which ones you feel best in your tricep. So, lazy anatomy of the tricep. You have the long head. This one connects to the shoulder and down. It's on the inside of your tricep. You have the lateral head, which is the outside. It makes part of that horseshoe look on the tricep. And then you have the medial head, the tiniest portion of the tricep. Hey y'all, it's John from the future. I guess the past by the time you're watching this. But I'm best on my easy functions of the triceps. I know, complete idiot. So, all heads help with elbow extension, which means straightening out the arm. And then the long head, those are the one that connects to the shoulder, helps with shoulder extension, which means helping move your arms behind you. Okay? Goodbye. So on our full body split, we're going to program 3 different types of tricep exercises. There's going to be one where the triceps are in front of you. There's going to be a push. Then there's going to be one overhead. So let's first start with the tricep extensions that are going to be in front of the body. And we're going to keep this really simple. A cable tricep extension is choice number 1. Ooh, I bet you've never done these before either. Now you can use whatever bar you like. Just keep track of these bars separately. I really enjoy the rope tricep push down where I flare my wrists downwards to get that little extra bit of tricep juice out each rep. People also enjoy using a straight bar or an easy bar attachment. However you like it, you do it. Just keep those elbows to your side so you're not pulling down using your back. You can also use the machine variation, but I've never personally enjoyed them. But if your gym has a nice one, consider that if you want to put that in your program. Bam, dude, easy peasy. Only 2 exercises for the in-front tricep extension. Next, we have a push variation. The triceps help a lot with all pushing movements, so let's do a push that targets the triceps. The first is going to be a close grip bench press. Put your hands shoulder width apart and then grab the bar. I like to imagine my triceps squeezing against my lats during these movements so I don't flare out the elbows so I can keep the stress on my tricep. If your close grip bench bothers you, you can also do them with dumbbells where your hands are in a neutral position and then they work independently from each other. Both hits your triceps, pumping them if you do it right. You can also do a dip with this variation. To hit the triceps more, make sure to squeeze those triceps against your lats to keep the stress on the triceps. And this will be easy to overload too with a weight belt as well if you decide to do the dips. If you want another calisthenic movement, consider tricep push-ups. Again, squeeze those triceps against your lats and hit them good. You can start to prop yourself up on some dumbbells to get a deeper stretch once you get good at them. If you really enjoy it, start adding some weight on your back over time. Now the triceps also help your arms overhead, so we should train in that position too. Don't overcomplicate this, do an overhead cable tricep extension. Whatever grip you prefer and feel it most, just do that. I generally use the ropes again in this position. If you want the barbell variation, do skull crushers. Some people take skull crushers literally and do it like this with the barbell almost smacking your skull. Some like the stretch when you do it farther back overhead. Do whatever feels best for you and your joints and how you feel it most in your triceps. I generally do it in the stretched out position more than directly overhead, but I wouldn't say there's a right or wrong variation. And bam, triceps are complete. I told you this was going to be simple, guys. So for your tricep exercises, there's 3 different categories. So as like all the other ones, we're going to put one on 3 different days. So for your in-front tricep extension, you can choose the cable tricep extension or the tricep extension machine, and then just program 3 sets of that on one day. The next day, you can program a push tricep variation, so the close grip bench press, tricep push-ups, whatever you prefer. Program 3 sets of that, and then on the next day, do overhead variation with the overhead cable tricep extension or skull crushers, and program that for 3 sets. So you get 9 weekly sets if you want that much tricep volume. Plus, they're assisting with all your bench movements. So if you feel like that's too much, you can take out one of these exercises if you want. So if you feel like that's too much, you can bump down to 2 sets each, and then you still get 6 weekly sets of triceps and all your push movements on your bench. Now, for the accessories, make note of the different handles, the grips you're using. Each one will have a different feel. I consider these different exercises, even though the movement pattern is the same. So in my logbook, I have a different category for a tricep push down with an easy bar versus the tricep push down with the rope versus the tricep push down with the rope when I'm flaring my wrist downwards, right? Those are all very similar, But I am going to use different amounts of weight with each of those because they are all slightly different. Like with the bars, a little more stable, and your wrists are like this, right? So consider them different exercises. As I said earlier, you can start out with 2 sets of each type of the weekly exercises. So you can milk that for as long as you can before jumping to 3 sets for each exercise. Jumping to 3 sets would be 9 weekly sets, so that's a 50% increase. So you can start with 2, milk those, then jump to 3 later down in your training. Newbie gains really are a magical thing, so don't run up your volume when it's really not needed. So that was super quick tricep video. Next, we're gonna go over best bicep exercises. How do you program bicep for these big, juicy boys? If you're lost and confused, make sure to check out the Big Boy playlist here, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.